Have you ever wondered what happens when a Pokémon gets truly and deeply angry? I meant not during a war or anything, but when it snaps. Some Pokémon don't just get mad, but they become really destructive. They don't simply scream or shout, they destroy everything that comes in their way. These are not your everyday battlers. The rage of these Pokémon is a part of their identity. In today's video, we're talking about the 5 angriest Pokémon ever. These Pokémon are known for their furious temper, aggressive behavior, and the chaos they create when they are triggered. Each of the Pokémon is like a ticking bomb since they have explosive energy and their capability to destroy anything and everything. Which Pokémon would be most furious? Who has the most power to reshape the land? If you are as curious as me to find more about this, let us dive in without any further ado. First, we are diving into Gigalith. A Gigalith might not look angry. They have a crystal-like body and a glowing orange energy, so they look more like a statue. No one will think that they have that rage inside them. Their appearance can often fool everyone. Yes, we will think that they are all calm. Gigalith is not calm. They are all about raw anger. This rock-type Pokémon absorbs solar energy and stores it deep inside its rocky frame. When does it let that energy out? It erupts, literally. Trainers have seen it unleash explosive blasts, and that flattens entire sections of the battlefield. And it doesn't just attack, it charges without hesitation and fights until everything around it is turned to nothing but rubble. But there is something unique about Gigalith. It's how quiet its rage is. It doesn't snarl or roar like other Pokémon. It just reacts. The moment it's threatened or annoyed, it unleashes a wave of destruction without having any second thoughts. They are just like a pressure cooker. We won't hear it boiling until it boils. Well, what could be the worst thing a trainer can do in the wild? If you ask me, I'll tell you that disturbing a resting Gigalith is one of the worst things a trainer can do. The earth will start shaking beneath your feet, and that will already be too late. At number 4, we have the ultimate powerhouse, Rhyperior. They have a thick armor, massive arms, and a horn like a drill. They don't seem subtle in any way. When you think about this Pokémon, only one thing will come to your mind: massive destruction. Rhyperior's arms can fire massive rocks like missiles, but it doesn't always need to. They don't even think before doing this. They just charge straight ahead, smashing everything that's in their way. Well, like I said, when they are angry, they just stop thinking. They will attack everything, including trees, buildings, and even trainers. When they are in rage, nothing is off limits for them. Pokémon can also be territorial, and this one is one of the most territorial ones out there. Don't even think about getting too close to its home. Even your footsteps can trigger them. All I could do was wish you luck if you triggered a Rhyperior. But there is something that you need to know about this Pokémon. It loses its control very easily. Would you get angry if the weather changed or when you hear a loud sound? Well, a Rhyperior loses its grip when any of these happen. So now you know how easily it gets angry. And once they are angry, nothing can change it that easily. At number 3, we have not just one, but 2 angry forms of Lycanroc, Midnight, and Dusk. Let's talk about Midnight form first. This is the most aggressive evolution of Rockruff, and that is pretty evident. They have glowing red eyes, a hunched posture, and a creepy grin. And this Pokémon enjoys fighting. It does not avoid or block what comes its way. They just take all their power and use it to hit back harder. Midnight Lycanroc acts with its instinct and raw emotion. It ignores commands and sometimes even shows anger at its own trainer when they are triggered. For them, battles are not only about winning, they want to dominate whoever is in front of them. Then there's Dusk form. They are a slightly more balanced but equally dangerous version. This Lycanroc combines the speed and awareness of its day form with the wildness and unpredictability of its midnight form. It's faster, smarter, but still they act very impulsive. But both of them disobey their parents when they are angry. Coming in strong at number 2 is Aggron. They are the iron beast that takes anger to a whole new level. Aggron is a rock steel type, and it doesn't just battle, it also protects. Well, now you might be thinking gently and lovingly, right? Then you are wrong. They are violently protective of their home. This Pokémon claims entire mountains as its territory. What's even worse is that Aggron holds grudges. It will remember you if you have triggered it before, and the next time it sees you, it won't just attack, it will destroy you. They are indestructible because of their steel armor, and their headbutts are powerful enough to dent concrete. Well, it's been said that when Aggron slams into cliffs, it shakes the entire mountain. They are not just angry, they live angry. So the next time you hear a deep growl, it is a sign for you to run for your life from this Pokémon. And finally, at number 1, we have the Pokémon that defines anger, Tyranitar. These Pokémon are not just a powerful fighter, it's a word for catastrophe. Tyranitar is so destructive, and it can reshape the land just by walking. It is said that it can even bring down entire mountains, and that's not even when it's angry. I'll warn you to run when a Tyranitar gets angry. This Pokémon doesn't care about the environment. They will walk through forests, lakes, towns, like they don't exist in front of them. When they are in battle, they don't look or care about anything that is around them. They are not just aggressive, but also very reckless and unstoppable. Tyranitar gets irritated easily. When they get angry, not even another Pokémon could exist in its way. Well, what to say, a wild Pokémon often flees at the first sign of a Tyranitar. Its armor is very tough, and its strength is terrifying. They are not just a simple creature that has a slight anger. This Pokémon is the definition of rage and anger. They have the top stop not only because of its anger, it is also because of how easily it turns everything around it into rubble. Think of this Pokémon when you think about a natural disaster. No one can think of stopping this Pokémon once they get started. There you have it, the top 5 most angry Pokémon in the entire franchise. Each of these Pokémon has a unique form of rage that can destroy anything that comes in their way. Even the trainers fear each of them. They won't even understand when the Pokémon loses its grip and acts in anger. What do you think about these guys? Do you think any other Pokémon has rage worse than these? Which one of these angry Pokémon would you actually want on your team? Well, if you get a chance to train one of these Pokémon, which one would you choose? And which one would you be too scared to train? Let us know your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to show us your love by giving us a thumbs, and for more similar content, make sure you subscribe to the channel.